I would hope some of the things I do like can change the course of something. In a perfect world, I'd hope it would.
Barry McGee, he really speaks to this generation of new writers and new artists who are kind of, I don't want to use the word street art, but there you go. It's a little bit urban and surrealist at the same time. A lot of my contemporaries and peers were into this style of art, which one of the forefathers is Barry McGee.
I was really into just like figurative stuff for a while, and I needed something to take me somewhere else. I found those a pattern like in a dumpster in San Francisco, and I just got obsessed with it and just kept on repeating it and whatnot, and figuring out how to use it, make it my own work. So I'm still on that journey right now with that stuff. I'm inspired by like kids that do graffiti a lot.
I was in Italy with Barry one time. We were walking late at night, and he saw a couple kids tagging on the streets, and went up to them and befriended them really quickly, and started doing a tagging with them as they walked down the street. And every time a car drove by, they took their spray paint and threw it in this box that they were carrying. So they just looked like homeless people with boxes. And if he had a marker, he would pretend it was a cell phone when they came by. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny seeing like the little tactics that they use to do it as stealthily as possible.
There's a good one when there's a police coming down the street to start walking backwards, but in the most casual manner. Do graffiti earlier in the day, like 6 or 7 at night. If you could get like an orange vest and a hard hat and a yellow cone, you could almost get anything done in modern society. You could get away with murder with a cone. Dressed as a Caltrans worker is nice. With anything with if you have time, I could keep on going on for hours.
The whole fact that he's known as a graffiti artist, which is completely illegal, but then he's invited to these museums to do shows is kind of like an irony, which he plays with, I think, which is interesting.
The Big Sad is really the result of Lee Tussman, who is our adult education curator at the museum, having brainstormed and pursued Barry on an opportunity to show.
For this show, I was really excited that we had a variety of artists. We have 2 local Riverside artists, John Roach and Dan Nguyen of Demon Slayer.
My name is John Roach, Riverside artist. Yes, this is my first museum exhibit. Lee asked me, would you like to show at this, during the Barry McGee, or you could show like a couple years from now? And I was like, well, of course I want to show with Barry McGee, so.
These museums that are like a little bit like backwater ones, are ones that are, I guess, figuring out their identity, like in 2008, like old curators are moving out, younger ones are moving in, and I think they're ultimately going to be like more community-based and working with younger people. I'd hope, that they. But I've seen there's like a trend of that, like these older museums that are opening up to younger artists that are alive still and stuff like that. So it's really refreshing to me. I'll do it. I'll do any museum that's like smaller, or just, I don't know. It feels right,